Welcome to Valerie's Real Talk podcast. My name is Valerie Smith, and I'm your host. Today is episode 22, and I want to speak to you about empathy from the heart. We are living in a time that's very dark in our world. I know many people are thinking, why? What happened to the excitement, to love, and empathy for humanity? I feel like somewhere, somehow, things got off track. I see more negative news than I see positive news. And it's time for humanity to take our power back, to bring in the light back into our lives. And empathy is something that starts with you. How you feel about yourself, how you judge yourself. And if you're not leading with the heart, it's time. Because I feel that we are leading with our ego and within our minds. We have to get back to a space where we feel again. Every day when we look at the news about people leaving their jobs, they're not leaving their jobs because of money. They're leaving their jobs because of sense of not belonging. Or the manager is not empathetic towards their situation. It could be personal and it could be professional. But however, when we lost our way to be empathetic towards a team member or a person that you're leading in the organization, then we need to ask ourselves, why are we becoming this person? Because of ego. And now we need to go full circle, even in our personal lives, on how to be more empathetic to ourselves. Because empathy to me is all about the heart. How you treat yourself is how you treat others. If you're not good to yourself, how can you be good to anybody else? How can you sympathize and empathize with others when you don't do it for yourself? I love this topic because I see and I hear on social media, in person, even before the pandemic, I seen it in the office, how people can be towards each other. And my thing is, we can't blame it on a pandemic. We cannot. Because you need to check yourself. How good are you to yourself? Are you empathetic about what's going on in your own life? Because when we start judging other people because something is going on in our own lives, and we want to make ourselves feel better because now we see someone that's a little bit on the edgy side, meaning they're more vulnerable. You see? When you see someone that's vulnerable, now you're trying to pump up yourself by not being empathetic for the other. And that's deep. Because sometimes you don't see yourself doing that. But you do. You do it in your workplace. You do it in your family household. Even with your friends. But you don't realize that you're doing it. Being empathetic from the heart can do a lot of things for you. You build trust. You're approachable. And the thing is, people can say great things about you because why? You have a heart. People don't want to be around people that are cold. Even though we're living in a cold world. But if we talk about a minority of people, and I can say it's the majority too. The majority of folks today worldwide, when I say minority, I'm talking about a country. Not a race, a country or a city. But if we say the majority, I'm thinking globally. People want to feel great. They don't want to be judged. They just want you to feel for their situation. And if you can't feel for your fellow man's situation, then that means you're not good to yourself. See, one thing I know about the human spirit, you want to be treated with respect. You want to be treated with understanding. And you want people to feel what you're feeling. You don't want to be judged. No. You just want to be heard and understood. And this is the reason why I'm having this episode on empathy. Because I want you to think, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You don't have to have a title. You're just a human being. I want you to think and feel and listen with your heart. And have understanding. See, with empathy comes understanding. When we don't understand the other person and we treat them with disrespect, that's your ego speaking. You're not speaking from the heart. When you speak from this heart, that's empathy. When you speak from this heart of understanding, that's empathy. And it's nothing like being that person that's empathetic to all humanity without judgment. Because we all going to be judged by somebody. But the thing is, when you're good to yourself, it don't matter what people say about you. When you're good to yourself, you're going to be good to others. I always believe that because I love people. I love to see people grow. And when I see someone sad and broken, I'm going to ask that question. How can I help you? I'll be your ear to hear without judgment. Are we human? Yes. Now, I know there's somebody out there saying, well, somebody's going to judge. Yes, but not always. We have to get back to the heart space because our world is dark. Our world is dark. Even if you don't want to say it because you're optimistic, because I'm a person who's optimistic too. However, I can feel it. It's creeping in every day because why? The media promotes fear. It doesn't want to promote this positivity, this empathetic behaviors. We need to be more empathetic. We need to show more empathy, not just to ourselves, but to humanity. It's our responsibility. We cannot wait for the government to tell you to love more. We can't wait for the media to tell you to be kind to yourself and to others. It's time for humanity to wake up, to be more empathetic to yourself and to others. And you know I give you homework. I want you to look deep within yourself and ask yourself, have I been more empathetic to myself? Do I show myself more kindness? And not to be too rough on myself. Where I take that same energy and put it towards humanity. I want you to lead from your heart. I want you to be more empathetic for mankind and show more love than ever before. Because this world is getting dark, y'all. And it's up to us as humanity to spread the love. Spread the love. There's nothing like it. Love is universal. It's the strongest element in the universe. So why can't we have it on earth? Show empathy. Be empathetic. There's nothing wrong with it. Grab a hold of it and lead with your heart. My name is Valerie Smith. I'm your host of Valerie's Real Talk podcast, and I look forward to seeing you next week for episode 23.